There are many great beefs in the 90s. You had Tupac versus Biggie. You had Eminem versus basically every single pop star. But before all of that, you had Kurt Cobain versus Axl Rose. Let's get into it. First of all, the feud between Kurt Cobain and Axl Rose wasn't just personal, it was the clash of two completely different visions of rock music. In the early 90s, Nirvana was exploding with Nevermind, an album that completely upended hair metal and changed the course of popular music. Guns N' Roses were already quite popular. They were representing in many ways the late 80s and the old guard. The tension started around 1991 when Axl publicly praised Nirvana. At this point, he praised Nirvana and he wanted them to tour together. But Kurt rejected the idea almost immediately. To him, Guns N' Roses represented everything he hated about the music industry: ego, fame, obsession, and what he saw as fake rebellion. Fast forward to the MTV Awards in 1992, this is when things begin to escalate. When Kurt and Courtney Love began openly mocking Axl Rose in interviews, they criticized his lyrics and what they viewed as a sexist attitude. At the 1992 MTV Video Music Awards, things got personal. Backstage, Axl allegedly told Kurt to keep his wife in line. From what they said, he said, "Keep your bitch in line." Obviously, Kurt didn't take that too lightly. Kurt fired back sarcastically, and the situation almost turned physical. While on stage when Nirvana accepted their award that night, Dave Grohl even joked and mocked Axl on stage, repeatedly saying, hi Axl," adding fuel to the fire. From there, the feud became symbolic. Kurt stood for authenticity, DIY culture, and rejecting the mainstream. Axl Rose, he stood for ambition, scale, and rock stardom at its peak. Kurt later said he didn't hate Axl as a person, but he hated what he represented. And that's really what this was. Not just two artists beefing, but the moment grunge killed hair metal and everything that it stood for.